Price Clark from Storehouse Media Group. Sherry, how are you? And you just talked in the green room about a topic, and I think this is a key topic to talk about. And I see the same thing when it comes to as we do websites now at Storehouse Media Group. Your book can end up held hostage, as your website can. And I have story after story after story on the website side, but you have story after story after story involving the book side.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for this discussion. But it's really just to talk to people out there. I have been one of those people where I could not have access to my website. I could access it, but I couldn't do any edits. And it's my website. And like nobody told me this was going to happen. So in order to get it, it was back into my control, even though I paid a premium price to get it done. This was a while back. It took some work. But the problem being is the same thing with a book. So what happens is you can go with these what same thing I am as a hybrid publisher, where someone pays you to do the cover, to lay out the interior pages and all this, and then they'll put it in what I call their library, which is their publishing account. Now, what can happen is that now they have control of your book. You may have 100% rights to your book, but they're going to have control. Meaning that if you need something, if you need copies, you've got to go through them and they will mark it up. So you can, for their management fee. And I've seen it being marked up 3, 4, 8, $12 a book. So if you're ordering 100 books, that can be quite a markup there. So, but what can happen is the same thing as a website. When you go to them to get those copies, they can't be found. Or I heard recently one of the people say, well, I've lost my login. Well, that's like losing a login to your Amazon account. Just get new logins. It happens to me. I have to get new logins all the time. So I was telling the client, I said that just something's not right about that because they can't. Anyway, it comes out she can't even find the person. The woman's like, I've got to have books for an event coming up and I can't get copies. And so she is having to redo everything. If you do go that way, make sure you get what's called the source, SOURCE, the source files. So if something like that ever happens, you can go to another publisher and give them a copy of that source files. At that point, they can redo everything, including the ISBN. Because when you go to a new publisher, you have to have a new ISBN for that book because within that the string of numbers, the International Standard Bar number, you'll see it inside on the copyright page and on the back on the barcode is a specific publisher's number identity that's been assigned. So if you go that route, make sure you pay for them, you get the source files. So if something like that happens, you're not stuck and do what this one woman has to do. She has to have her book retyped, the whole thing retyped, just so she can have her book. She has to have her cover redone. And this can get into money. So, number one, if you go with a publisher, do your due diligence. Make sure that they are authentic, that they have a great clientele, that they're happy with them. That's number one. Number two, when you go with them, make sure you get the source files. That'd be the files for your interior format. That would be the file for your cover, your ebook, because you're going to have a different cover for your ebook interior, file that people read. Make sure you have those in your possession. And again, if something like that happens, which is probably the exception to the rule, uh, you'll have your files to go elsewhere. So, but again, they'll have control of your book even though you have your rights. And I'll just do a plug for us now because it begs to put out there is that with us, we help you start your own publishing account. So when we make you a published author, we make you a book publisher. So you don't even have to worry about that. You'll have your own account. You'll be able to get in. You'll have complete 100% control. When you want to order books, you go into your account like you would your Amazon account and order. Have them shipped wherever you need it shipped. Okay. You won't have to pay any upcharge, any middleman wages to get those books ordered. And you will be able to keep 100% of your royalties because Granted, if somebody's got your book in their library, they're going to take a part of your royalties. When you have your own account, you'll get 100%. So just be careful, just, words of warning for people out there looking to publish a book, what to do and what to ask for as you move forward.
I think it's a great point, and this is the problem. You want to go some know, like, and trust. You have ownership of the book. If you're going in self-publishing, uh, or a hybrid publisher like Sherry, you better own your book. Bottom
That's
line.
right.
And if somebody pays you, is going to publish it for free, right? And give you a check, then yeah, you still should try to fight to own the book, but you're probably not going to, because that's where they'll make money forever. And so you have to choose. As I was at a conversation with a celebrity client, potential client today, and I said to him, I said, do you want to own your book or not own your book? Because when you go the route of some of these, I call them hybrid vanity publishers. They don't charge, yet they print it for you, but they give you hardly anything per book, and then own your rights. You've really lost all your value.
And that's right. Now you remember that your name's going to be on the cover of that book forever and ever and ever, amen. So whoever you go to, again, due diligence is worth it, to do your due diligence of it and look at the quality. So you want to make sure, I mean, I've worked with a lot of publishers with the interior layout. It's like, oi, like, oh, you can't put a book out that looks that sloppily done, or the cover looks like it's self-published. You still want to have that professional publishing appeal, because that's what's going to attract readers. And readers are going to think subconsciously, well, they went through the extra time and trouble and money to get it done. I'm buying your book, so I would like to have a professional book. So you do want to make sure. I mean, I've been in this industry for 20 years, and I've seen just about everything where people just put books out just to have numbers of books. Like, oh, I've written 6 books last year. Well, what is the quality of them? And I would go in, I'm like, hey, you may want to do an edit on this book or that book. They don't want to hear it. It's about numbers. If you're looking for quality, if you're looking for professionalism, again, due diligence is your friend.
All right. I love it. StorehouseMediaGroup.com. Give Sherry a call. One stop shop for publishing, movies, streaming, marketing, AI, back end, anything in your needs. You need an LLC? Contact Sherry today. Appreciate it, Sherry.
Thanks, Neil.